Okay guys, welcome to yet another On the Road video with me, Peter, the Master of Puppets, now in San Diego. I think this will be either a brewery tour video. I didn't completely plan it out. This is kind of a spur of moment San Diego brewery hopping before the family arrives later today. But the first location we're heading up today is none other than Modern Times, the original location, the brewery. So really nice spot. Very, very cool design and everything. And we're meeting up with an OG BeerTuber as well, who's going to be here in quite a few. But before we start off with all the beer, it's noon, so I started off with some coffee. So I had to try their coffee because I'm into coffee as well. My second favorite beverage is coffee. Favorite is beer. So I had to get some. So I got a cup of their Black House, which is one of their signature coffees, and then they gave me a small sample of their summer blend, which was cold brew, and it's really good, this summer blend. Very peachy and stone fruity, hazelnutty, but it's not too acidic, which I really like because I'm not the biggest fan of really acidic coffee. But what a nice way to start the day. Very good coffee. And Black House hot, pour over. That's really nice. Coconut-y, super coconut, a little bit of a dark syrup type flavor, and lots of like toasted nutty flavors. It's really nice here. I'm really looking forward to meet up with this OG BeerTuber. He's going to be here in a few, and we're going to try some beers. And then later today, I have some other plans. We're definitely also going to hit up Pure Project and McKellar San Diego, but we'll see what we can fit in because again, it's a family vacation. I've got a lot of content already, but we have to do something down here in San Diego. So, cheers and coffee, guys, and let's, after that, try some beer. Okay, guys, look who came out here to Modern Times. One of the OGs, StumpyJoeJr, Ryan.
How's it going, everyone?
Ryan and I did beer touring down here in 2012, right?
Yeah.
That was an amazing time checking out all the breweries, but so much stuff has happened since in San Diego.
Yeah, I think we were at, 2012, maybe 50, 60 breweries. Now it's like 150. So yeah.
Crazy.
A lot of new stuff.
It was kind of on a wing. I was lucky that you have time right now because my time schedules have just been like crazy on this trip. So
it's good to have Fridays off when he's in town.
Yeah, that's perfect. So we met up here at Modern Times. It was the OG BeerTuber I talked about. So we're trying some beers, but Ryan, what are you up to right now? You're still homebrewing like crazy?
Homebrewing like crazy, occasionally doing some videos, but not too much. Staying super busy. I have moved down this way, so this is really a short drive for me to get to, unlike when I was back up in Vista, part of North County, San Diego. So
for me, it was really easy from the hotel as well. It's like a 10-minute drive with an Uber.
Yeah, so haven't been here in a while. I was just telling Peter, right behind this camera here, there's an arena nearby where our minor league hockey team plays. So I'll pregame here during the season, and walking over to the arena to watch some hockey. So it's been a little while since I've been here. If you haven't been to Modern Times, they just celebrated their 5th anniversary. So if you haven't been here in a couple of years, things have changed dramatically. They've upped their coffee program and redid the tasting room, and there's much bigger fermenters behind us if you can even see them, but behind the bar here. But I mean, they have how many beers on draft right now? Probably at least 30.
This menu,
this
2 sides.
Menu. Yeah, like every tap handle I think is pouring beer right now.
They even have like
a cold brew.
Yeah, and it seems like they also had a hand pump for a cask.
Yeah, I mean they have that ability too. So
that's a very cool
blowing up. They got a Portland location, a downtown LA location. They're working on a big fit place in Anaheim and Santa Barbara, so they're just moving up the coast of California.
So we're trying some beers.
Yeah, so it's funny because Peter was ready for some West Coast IPA, which is kind of getting a little hard around here to find, especially at Modern Times, because they're big time on the haze bandwagon. So,
but we need to find some. Find something kind of in the.
We'll find something, but yeah, I mean they have a good variety of sours, kettle sours, barrel aged big beers,
a lot of crazy
adjunct,
stuff.
big beers, pale ales, hazy beers, everything that looks like this, really.
So which one is your drink?
Alvarado Street Brewing. I pronounced that correctly. They're up in Monterey, California.
What's it called?
This one is called.
There's so many beers.
Stratos.
Let's see if we can find it here.
It's pretty good. Hazy IPA. I'm not a big hazy IPA fan for the most part. I still like my, those Alpine style West Coast IPAs, if you will.
So it's made with a Saccharomyces trois. Before was bread trois, it says, and then New England yeast, dry hopped with a lot of Motueka and Mosaic.
Yeah. So pretty nice beer. They have a bunch of these Nectarnomicons, which are just like fruited, like a fruited super Berliner, I think is what they call it.
And they're like the IPA was
Guava strawberry.
Yeah.
Big time fruit.
The double IPA 9.1%. That's only like 3.7, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess not super Berliner, but it's
like a heavy fruit packed beer, and they do
they have a little vanilla coconut in there. You get on the finish, kind of sweetens it up. Which I think I'd prefer over lactose, because I know that's a new thing, kettle souring, and then you add lactose to cut the sourness. It's kind of like, well, what was the point to begin with? But I know.
That's
people are doing some crazy things these days.
Yeah. So I got a whole flight.
Oh wait, try that one beer, because I'm curious.
Let's try that one first. So I got.
This is the weirdest looking beer out there, almost.
What the hell? I think either this is the bottom of the keg, or maybe I don't know, did they pour something on top on purpose? So
no, they didn't pour anything on top.
This is also another of the Nectarnomicon, and this is one that's called Goth Beach.
Goth Beach. Well, I guess it's appropriate.
Yeah.
They tried to make it all kind of black and gray. Actually, like gray. It's literally a gray beer.
It's gray.
It's a gray beer. It looks disgusting, but
it looks pretty disgusting.
We haven't tried it yet, so this will be interesting.
So
to try
ultra fruited kettle sour with ridiculous amounts of boysenberry, raspberry, blackberry, and then the coconut vanilla bean treatment.
All right, let's try this. It looks disgusting, but it might be pretty good.
Dude, that just tastes like fucking berry fruit juice.
It's like a smoothie. It's basically a smoothie.
It's a smoothie.
It smells like
it's not that sour. It tastes like a smoothie. A little bit tart. Super berry. It almost has like, for me, like a salinity or almost like a slight, I don't know, toffee, butterscotch toffee or something on the end now when the fruit is gone.
Yeah, something interesting
like
going on.
Like Werther's Original or something.
Yeah, that's an odd one. Yeah, like, it's just like, kind of like, it almost goes caramel like, that's an odd one. I don't know if I like that one that much compared to the
other one,
guava
but
really
it sounded weird and crazy out there. But if you want these really jam-packed fruited beers, that's it. I mean, it tastes probably more like a smoothie than it tastes like a beer.
Yeah, it's going towards that crowd that like the milkshake beers and smoothie beers and.
But I actually think it's good. But the coconut and vanilla isn't as pronounced on this as it is on the guava raspberry that you got.
Yeah, but the aroma on this guava strawberry one is just phenomenal.
And then we talked about getting a West Coaster, but it's kind of in between.
Critical bands. Well, let's
see if I can find it.
It's modern West Coast. I guess a lot of people don't know is, at least in a lot of parts of San Diego, I know people know Green Flash and Stone are putting out some pretty big bitter beers, but you have breweries like Alpine and some of the newer tier breweries that came in and they're doing more Alpine style beers where the bitterness is dialed back, but they're still relatively clear beers using the newer hops, the cheater hops, and
it reminds me of something like the OG Alpine stuff actually a bit.
Yeah.
But it's 6.7%. They say it's Critical Bands. It's a seasonal IPA, thunderclap of IPA, loaded with hazy tropical citrusy flavors. I get like some West Coast vibes to this because it does have like the grapefruit and citrus flavors.
Yeah, they're probably using Cal Ale to ferment it too, so they're probably not using their house.
Hops are Denali, Equinox, Citrus, Simcoe, and Centennial. So Simcoe Centennial was very popular here back in the day as well. That's quite nice.
I mean those are like the three kind of classic West Coast style hops.
But I think it's pretty good. I love that they do the small tasters here for like doing it at flight and stuff. Because some of the breweries I went to on the East Coast, they only do like 12-ounce glasses.
Yeah, show them the taster box they have here.
Well, I have that in a layover, you guys can see.
But
it's like in a cigar box. It's very cool.
Cigar box.
Then I also got another one that sounded a bit crazy.
Yeah, what is this?
So this is a limited barrel age release made in collaboration with Creature Comforts, which is in Georgia. So this just sounds crazy. This is a sour smoked wheat ale with pineapple, lime, and chili aged in tequila barrels.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
4.8%. So it says creature that says that they kicked up this stupendous sour collab 10 notches, but by allowing it to chill in tequila barrels for several months. And the base beer is Al Pastor. Brewed Al Pastor. I guess that's because they use oak smoked malts. Sorry. Juicy pineapple, lime zest, salt, and chili peppers. I really hope you guys can hear us for the wind. It's going a bit crazy right now. But this
and it was brewed. See the breeze picking up.
Yeah.
But and it was brewed at the Portland location. So if you guys don't know, in Portland there was actually a pretty cool brewery called the Commons, and the Commons ended up selling their brewery to Modern Times. So Modern Times took it over.
Ah, cool.
And it's a pretty good sized brewery, and they do some food there. And
dude, this smells like mezcal.
I like mezcal, so I think I might actually like it.
It's like smoky agave. It smells like pineapple-y mezcal.
All right,
like
try it.
smoky.
Let's see it. I'm curious on this one. I might have had this the first time they made this.
Dude, that is really good.
It's really good. All right.
I really enjoy that. It's like a mezcal type flavored.
Oh yeah, it's smoky. It's smoky.
Super like smoky agave. And
I love.
And
well, we both like smoked beers, so you gotta keep that in mind.
It's like smoky pineapple-y tartness. It's not too sour. It pairs super well. It's like kind of like almost you merge beer and mezcal sour cocktails.
It's pretty intense on the smoke.
I really like that.
But I like intense smoked
pineapple mezcal.
Most people are gonna hate that beer though.
Yeah.
But,
soft chili, lime on the end. But yeah, I can see that. If you're not into smoke, you'll hate it. And a lot of people nowadays don't like smoke in beer. So
yeah, bring me the rock beer.
Yeah.
And any day. So
same here. When I was in Bamberg, I just drank so much Linkava. It was great. So this is Nitro's Monsters Park. So this is, I think it's just regular Monsters Park done with Nitro, and this is the bourbon barrel aged coffee. Bourbon barrel aged with coffee.
With coffee, okay.
Yeah. So not
they do. So one of the things that Modern Times started is they barrel aged coffee. They actually take green coffee beans, throw them in a bourbon barrel for a while, and then roast them, and it actually retains a lot of bourbon character. Barrel character, if you will, to the coffee bean, and some of my friends have got that, and they wouldn't recommend actually using that coffee in the morning when they're on their work commute, because apparently there's a little residual character from those bourbon barrels in the coffee. So
that's funny. But no, so this is just, I think this is the base version with coffee. That's bourbon barrel aged and then done Nitro style.
Yep.
So and this is with Black House Coffee, which was the coffee I had when I arrived.
Okay, so yeah, there's regular coffee blend.
It smells nice.
So, yeah, it's hard to find the Monsters Park with kind of just by itself these days, but
ooh, dude, that's good.
They're turning around Monsters Park these days. I think about every 9 months. I think it gets about 9 months in the barrels. I don't know. I sent a message to my buddy Justin who works here, and hoping he could show up, but I haven't seen him yet. But he works in their barrel program.
Try that.
No response from him yet.
Amazing mouthfeel, super velvety, like velvety slick, like super creamy, and then huge bourbon.
It's got some good oak character too. You get some
dry oaky,
vanilla coconut
for sure, vanilla coconutty vibes.
Yeah, it smells great.
Not a ton of coffee, but there's definitely some there. The barrel outshines the coffee a bit, I think.
Good, I like that the coffee's a little more in the background.
I like it with explosive.
This is a little more, I guess, what you get from AleSmith, which tends to be a little more reserved on their coffee additions.
Yeah.
Unless you're maybe getting the regular coffee, or not regular coffee, but if you're getting a non-barrel aged Speedway Stout, it might have a little more intenser coffee character. But the barrel aged Speedways with coffee additions tend to be a little more, and that's kind of like this one. So
it is. It's reminding me of more old school barrel aged stouts.
Yeah.
But it's really nice. It's a very, very nice, super creamy beer. I'd say of the beers we tried now, I think my favorite is a toss up between the two right here. The mezcal-esque sour and the nitrous Monster Park. Those are really nice.
Good stuff.
But
let's take a break and try some more.
Yeah. Come back to you guys with even more awesome stuff here at Modern Times. Cheers. Okay, guys. So we just got more samples and trying some more stuff. Ryan, you were drinking on something that was quite West Coast, but not completely bitter, but
yeah. Max is 100% Citra, along with some Citro Cryo. And
it's got the West Coast vibes in terms of flavor. Though.
Oh yeah, it's
sweet
refreshing.
Grapefruit, like sweet and bitter grapefruit, and dankness. And it reminds me of like Alpine-esque stuff.
Yeah,
but just not Yeah.
And like even a more modern version of Kern River's Citra beer, which has Amarillo in it too.
Is it just called Citra, right?
But
Kern River.
Yeah. It's a Citra double IPA. So this is their max. I think this one's a double.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Let's see. I think it is. Yeah. 7.9.
So borderline.
Borderline.
Yeah. No, really good. Want to finish that?
Sure.
And then I got the Temple of Silence Imperial Stout with coconut, because I'm a sucker for coconut. Yeah, we let it warm up.
Yeah,
that
is huge coconut.
Super chocolate, coconut. We were kind of discussing this off camera, but we kind of think maybe they're adding
a little
fresh coconut, but a little bit of the coconut kind of flavoring.
Because it has that kind of milky coconut thing in the aroma.
Not extract, but it's like this liquid stuff that brewers can get and they can dump in.
And it seems like it's a combo, because the aroma has the natural milky coconut flavor, and you don't get that from the flavoring. And then it has a bit of that. It's not completely suntan lotion.
Yeah, it doesn't go suntan lotion or
it's like that kind of
Malibu rum. Fake.
Yeah.
It's not super fake. Let's put it that way.
Which I like, and I like it like that, because sometimes I think if you only use the real coconut, it gets like this weird milky vibe that I'm sometimes not too big a fan of. But I think it's good when they boost it with a bit of the flavoring, because if you do like pastries or something that like ice creams that they try to create, they use flavorings. They use the exact same thing pretty much.
Right. So we killed those two tasters. Peter just got two new ones, so let's go through those.
So I thought, since we already did the other two Nectarnomicons, we should do the other one. So this is the Maui Wowie. So this is the 3.6% ultra fruited kettle sour. One that looks not as crazy as the other one I had. That was just absurd.
That was ridiculous.
But this one is, I guess, Hawaiian inspired. So it's made with ridiculous amounts of blood orange, pineapple, and passion fruit, and then coconut and vanilla beans. So this sounds like, pina colada.
They didn't quite go pog because there's no guava, but yeah, they got the. And they didn't do traditional orange. They went with blood orange, which
it smells like pina colada.
So yeah, kind of like a variation of pog, but yeah,
that's probably the best, I think. But I love pineapple, and it's more beer-like than the other two, or maybe at least the.
Yeah, it's very pog-like. So aroma, pog, passion fruit, orange, guava.
Oh right, yeah.
But this is just passion fruit, blood orange, so that adds a different twist. And then they went pineapple over like a guava component.
But it's super pineapple forward. Again, I'm not really getting the coconut too much in vanilla, but the big thing for me is like the pineapple passion fruit. But it's almost like pina colada like.
Yeah, the coconut and the vanilla it makes the finish less dry, if you will.
And it's also a little bit more sour than the others.
Yeah, I think the acidity of the pineapple.
I was about to say, because pineapple and passion fruit is sour.
And I assume they're using like a passion fruit puree, which the ones that I've found around town, which they might be using as well, it has some acidity to it as well.
So no one ever drinks malt. Well, some people of course do, but something you see more and more rarely is malt forward beers. But this is just a malt forward beer that's going a bit crazy. So this is the American strong ale, the catch-all style.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Which
it looks like a barley wine glass.
So this is Deeds and Exploits. It's 13%. I didn't see that. Wow. So this is bourbon barley strong ale infused with vanilla beans, almonds, hazelnut, coconut or coconut, and amaretto-infused coffee beans. So amaretto, the cherry.
So this is going to be
liqueur.
Yeah, if you're allergic to nuts, this is not for you.
Yeah. Luckily, I'm not. I'm not.
They didn't have their barley wine on, so this is the closest we come to it.
This reminds me of BIL, barley wines is life.
Yeah, so I actually got the shirt on.
Oh, there we go.
So.
Smash the patriarchy. Barley wine is life.
So this is like pastry barley wine, if you will.
Well, the amaretto and almonds shine through like intensely.
Oh,
Oh, nice bourbon character.
It definitely has a good malt aroma to it that reminds you of an English barley wine.
Yes, it tastes like something like along the lines of an English barley wine with huge malt, and then those flavors. But the flavors are not like pastry-like. Again, it's like great base beer with these additions. It's not like trying to go all in and taste like some kind of pastry.
Yeah, it's
So it's actually really good.
actually
That is really nice, I think.
the extra components are.
They're just
I
adding
wouldn't
to the
call them
base.
necessarily subtle.
No, they're
can,
there.
You can get them, but it's
It's
not
just
over
adding
the top.
to, yes, it's just adding to the base with the barrel aging.
It's well done.
Giving some very nice subtle nuances without being full-on patriarchy. I really like that. Huge like caramel, toffee, vanilla,
Wow, nutty.
super nutty,
Yeah.
super
Got all
nutty,
that
and
nutty.
like just like
It's got that
generic
nice, like,
nutty-esque thing.
yeah, that
but
fatty, nutty character.
yes. And I really think it's fun how much the amaretto. So amaretto, I think that's almond liqueur, right? It's not cherry liqueur, right? It's because I
Well-
always mix. I think it's almond liqueur because I always mix up amaretto.
Yeah, I think
and,
Amaretto's almondy too.
Yeah, I always mix that up with amarena, which is a type of cherry. Amarena Kirsch, or so. But I'm pretty sure it's because it's got that.
That's a fun beer. Yeah, getting some. They add, there's vanilla they added. I was saying I'm picking up a decent amount of vanilla,
For
but
sure.
they
Really
added
nice
vanilla.
bourbon character. It's got that like candy-like thick,
That's what I was-
sweet caramel bourbon.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Is that barrel vanilla character, or is that
Oh yeah,
actual
or it's
vanilla
actual
added?
vanilla.
So it's
I think it's probably a combo of both.
Combo.
But really good stuff here at Modern Times. It's fun to be here on location. We do get the occasional Modern Times beer back home, but yeah, it's great here. It's a really cool spot. Definitely worth hitting up if you're in the
Yeah,
San
it
Diego.
used to be a bit hit and miss back in the day with kind of the, they have their core beers and then they have some extra stuff, and it'd be a little hit and miss with their draft list. But these days it's pretty packed. You're gonna find something unique that you can't go buy off the shelf, any of that kind of thing. So
Yeah, very nice. So I think this is probably the last beer before you need to head out, or
yep.
yeah.
So
So
get out of here.
yeah, there's just a quick stop. After this, I'm probably heading up to Pure Project, and then after doing McKellar San Diego. So.
I know he comes from Denmark, so you can go try the McKellar here in San Diego.
Yeah, it's silly, but I wanted to check out
which is
this
the
spot.
old AleSmith location,
It
so
is.
it's actually fun
So
to go to.
I've actually
which
been
you've
there already.
There.
I will.
I know you've been there, so
we went there together.
Yeah, we've been there together. So you
And
get
I
to
had one of my first variations of Speedway there.
yeah, so you
that
get
was
to
the
see what McKellar has done to the old AleSmith location.
That's gonna be fun.
So it's familiar but not familiar at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
But it was great hanging out and
Yes.
actually meeting up again for the first time in fucking what
I know.
6 years or so.
It's been a while. Last time he actually stayed at my house for a while.
I did.
So we did a lot.
We did a
together,
lot.
but,
We did a whole big tour, but this
this
time
year-
it's just like because I'm with family.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
But yeah, guys. I mean, this guy still does videos once in a while. If you're still subscribed to him, well, just keep an eye out. All of a sudden, maybe they'll pop up a video of a beer
there's
from
probably
Denmark that I
most
brought him.
people are probably wondering who the hell this guy is.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
if you're new to the channel and the YouTube beer community, this is one of the like OG dudes.
Not quite
Or
OG.
quite OG, but
Not quite.
second wave, whatever you want to call it. But
yeah.
Ryan was doing some great stuff, both homebrew, beer review videos.
I've done over 600 beer reviews, which is like
a lot.
2,000 less than this guy, but nonetheless,
I've been doing it.
I've put in some time back in the day for reviews for sure.
But I still say try and hop on to StumpyJoeJr. on YouTube.
Yeah,
If you don't know,
the channel's not that name anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, it isn't.
so-
What is it? Just Ryan
It's just my
Reschan?
name. It's just
Ryan Reschan? So check that out instead, because there's actually like a lot of fun old videos from when I was here.
Oh yeah, go
Where we're
look up
reviewing
old
beers.
videos of him when he came to visit my house. We were
Yeah.
sitting around my kitchen table reviewing beers.
We did so much
Trip
stuff
out
there.
to Alpine, so you can see what Alpine used to look like, because it doesn't look like that anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's changed a lot with the whole green flash disaster with Alpine.
Oh yeah, fuck, that was.
We won't get into that. But anyway,
No.
let's wrap this thing
Let's
up.
wrap this thing up, man. Guys, thanks so much for watching this little tasting and tour of Modern Times. What's the location called?
This is the original brewery. We're in Point Loma, San
Point
Diego.
Loma.
Yeah,
Point
not
Loma.
too far from the airport.
Yeah, so definitely come check it out if you're here. It will definitely be a separate. I wasn't sure if we're going to do a whole tour video this time around, but it will be a separate video with the other breweries because we rambled on for a bit here. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun to meet up with Ryan again, and I hope you guys also enjoyed seeing this guy's face on camera again. It's too long, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. We're gonna say cheers, and I'm gonna finish this couple of beers we have left and head on to the next brewery here in San Diego. So, cheers, guys.